In May 2016, the WWE made the decision to extend the length of Monday Night Raw from its usual 2 hours to 3. The move was made to combat the growing competition from the then competing TNA and Raw promotions. This change saw the flagship show add an extra hour to its runtime, featuring the same high-level action that had made Raw a hit with viewers. The decision to expand was made in part to create a better environment for storytelling and more matches for wrestlers. The 2-hour Raw model continued up until mid-2015 when Vince McMahon made the decision to extend the show permanently to 3 hours. In order to fill the additional time, WWE created a spin-off show called Raw Pre-Show, which served as a pre-show to the main show. During its run, Raw Pre-Show featured interviews, news, and other segments, as well as short matches. After its cancellation in late 2017, the WWE began airing its shows in a 2-hour format again. Since then, the flagship Raw show has been airing in a 2-hour format, with the occasional exception. The first 3-hour broadcast of Raw took place on September 14, 2015, featuring original matches, interviews, and segments. Wrestling fans were elated that they could now watch 3 hours of wrestling instead of the regular 2-hour format. With the extra hour, the show was no longer limited to a single main event before the show concluded. This change provided the opportunity for more competitors and angles to be featured, as well as big matches happening throughout the 3 hours. The extension of Raw to 3 hours was met with a generally positive response from both the WWE Universe and wrestling fans alike. However, some fans were not so keen on the extended length, citing that it made it difficult for them to follow all the matches and storylines. Despite some negative feedback, the WWE remained committed to the 3-hour format until May 2017, when it announced that Raw would be returning to 2 hours. The decision to return to the original 2-hour format was met with mixed responses from wrestling fans. Some were delighted by the news, citing that 2 hours was much more manageable and easier to watch. Others were disappointed, as they enjoyed the extra time to observe the various happenings of the WWE Universe. Nevertheless, the loyalty of the WWE Universe ensured that the ratings for the 2-hour Raw would remain much the same as when the show aired in 3 hours. This change to a 2-hour format was also seen as a cost-saving measure for the company, as it allowed for a shorter broadcast time and more use of pre-recorded footage. With the move to 2-hour, Raw had to make sure that its stories and matches were tight, leading them to cut back on the length of matches. The show's producers also implemented a new emphasis on quick interactions between superstars. Since the move back to 2 hours, Raw has seen a rejuvenation of its storylines and characters, making it exciting once again. Despite the move back to 2 hours, the show still has a unique style and the same core principles that made it the longest-running show on television.